Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Goff going to throw it. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now he's loose again. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel. So not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Commanders. And it comes your way next.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena. We're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. How you get, everybody? Brock Ewart and Kate Scott with you up in the booth. And Brock, we have a very intriguing matchup of quarterbacks ahead in this contest today.
This is going to be so good, so entertaining because these QBs...
Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Return starts at the 3. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
On the line, ready?
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. Tried to lob that one in, but no luck.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. There he goes, right sideline. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Gun.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Finds his man, Chase. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2, ready?
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Defense showing blitz. Burrow. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Burrow setting to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Mike Samuel makes the play. And the Commanders put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
Ready.
Robinson on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
An option give to Robinson. And he got what he could there, rolling to the 14.
Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast. 3rd down give to Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on... Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
Let's go.
Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Get it.
Once more, it's Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. If you couldn't do it. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He's trying another one deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch.
On one, ready?
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So it'll be 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off, that's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. Red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. It's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Daniels from the pistol. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
3rd and short, Daniels. Trying for the deep ball. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Get set.
Here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
They send a tight end in motion.
Here we go.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Getting out to his left. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown! The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break.
On one, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. God.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. Mike Sandler still makes the play. And the Commanders get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Go!
Daniels. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready?
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Off his back foot, hurling this deep. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense.
Oh, and they fake it. Went for it on the fake, but he couldn't connect with his man. Incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
Completes this one to Chase. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
11, Thomas.
Burrow back to throw. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him.
Here we go.
It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders polling, going on a bit of a speed run, it seems. We are flying past halftime and going right to the start of the third quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
A pickup of only 2, and now it's 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
On the ready.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Come on. Set.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Here we go. Let's go.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious.
Let's go now.
This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the
Personal
jump.
foul.
And you got to protect
Roughing the
yourself from the
kicker.
sideline, too.
Defense.
Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone.
One, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Stop.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Launches one deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So they're left facing third and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Just set. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two in third downs.
On one, ready?
Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Trying for it with Burrow. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
Here we go.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level.
On one, ready?
They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that
Here we
receiver
go.
to take the lid off this defense again.
Ooh, incomplete there on second down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Catch made by All. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity.
Here we go.
And man, did he make an impact play.
He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
That's now the third sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
On one, ready?
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Gun. Stop.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set up now with third down.
Just set. Stop.
Now Burrow. Again he's under pressure and he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. And that boot will instead be what? Fourth and forever coming up.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing from the gun. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
On the set.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set.
Here we go.
First and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready.
Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
zone.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pushing for the red zone. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders continue piling it on here in the fourth. So great work by the running back there. Brock found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders will go on offense.
Ready.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders on the favorable end of this blowout.
Ready.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Let's go. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Another carry for Robinson. And they bring him down around the 34.
Tempo.
Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. On the give, here's Robinson. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
Going for it, it's Eckler. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders are running them out of the building. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
R2, ready? 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow setting to throw. That's going to be caught by all. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
To score this as a win for the Commanders. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA.